So this was a Spain mirror between myself and Zombie. I remember it was pretty close, so I decided to open it and commentate it. I remember the fight outside the nets being kind of one-sided, so I probably won't focus on that too much or at all. So, um, so I had Team Plantations this game, but Zombie had Team Mills and Team Set the Wagons, so he definitely had an advantage on eco team cards, and later he's even gonna have Team Cav attack from the German, and since Lancers are the main unit in Spain mirrors, that's a pretty that's another advantage for him. So team cards, so he definitely had the advantage team card wise. So my base is like right up on half maps, so I made like 6 walls. And the reason is because, like, if he wants to jump, like, my base is right here. Like, in the standard layout, my base would be all the way back here, and it would probably be a half map wall up, so after 40, so it would be harder to jump, but since my base is right here, Teal could probably easily jump if he wanted to, so that's why I made 6 walls. Right, let's look at the fight itself. So I shipped 30 Mayans, and I don't really like that because I can't really afford to have Mayans and Blood Brothers out before 40, and I don't really like sending infinite native shipments without Blood Brothers if Blood Brothers is available. I want to get the most out of my 2k coin shipments, so I want to send Blood Brothers before I send them at all. And with a trade post, or with fur trade, Spain can actually afford to send Mayans and Blood Brothers before 40, but if you can't do that, then I don't really like to send them. I don't really, but since you can't do that without a trade post or fur trade, I don't really like to send Mayans. So, I guess let's look at the start of me. So I didn't make any rods because, again, I already have the Mayans. And actually, whether or not the Mayan shipment is worth having at all, that's actually debatable. I think they are worth it because even though individually they're kind of weak, it's like a 30 unit overpop, so I think they're definitely worth it. That's just me. It's definitely debatable, either way. So yeah, I made like 30 Lancers and 31 Skirms, pretty standard start on me. Except that I made no rods and also no mortars. Like, if you win the start, like, I feel like you should always have a mortar in your start army as Spain. And then if you win the start fight, and you get a push going, then you already have a mortar out. I guess in a mirror, you would want to have the additional pop and Lancers to, like, secure the win, but you should definitely, if you do that, you should definitely queue a mortar right as soon as your pop drops below 200. He made 20 rods. I feel like that's too many. You shouldn't really have more than 10 rods out at any time with Spain. Because, and if I find that if you have more than 10 rods, then it drains you. Because, like, because of the skirt mass, so, yeah. Yeah, I really don't like having 20 rods. Having 20 rods is bad. So yeah. And my vills are like not ready. They're not like right. They're not like at the fight yet. So well, I guess we'll see this come into play later. And yeah, let's start. So Zombie put all his lancers on one side, which is really bad. You can see how they're like clumping up and yeah, moving around each other, and it's not really attacking efficiently. And I had my lancers spread out. I had my calves spread out more, so my army was positioned better, so I was able to secure a win in this start fight. So yeah, I should probably queue a mortar, like I said, to like maybe take care of this stable. But so the first thing you want to do after the start fight is usually to make lancers, and I should just delete these Minutemen. I have 18 Minutemen, and that's just useless right now. Now that I'm below 200 pop, I should just delete these Minutemen. And my stable is kind of far from the fight. It should have been like here. And now I'm getting overwhelmed by his post-start fight Lancer spam because my stable's so far away. That said, I am getting natives out quite fast. I did get natives out quite fast, a bit faster than him, so... They made like 15 rods here because Zombie has a huge cav mass, but not so many skirms, and I don't have both natives yet, so I guess it just made sense here. So Zombie's building a stable here. This is, if he can get this stable up, then this is a very well positioned stable, and yeah, it'll help him a lot. The Zombie should probably queue a mortar and try to take care of like this embassy and these two barracks, and I should also be queuing a mortar to take care of, to take care of his aggressive towering and stable in his stable. So yeah, so now we're about to get both nats. And and this wall here is nicely positioned as well. And he's finally making a mortar, and yeah, a bit late, but yeah. And I'm also making mortars to take care of this stable. So, it looks like we're draining about evenly right now. We're both doing a decent job at keeping an answer mass out, and keeping them on like both sides. Looks like my native spam might be a bit better than Zombies right now. I don't know. And my skirm mass also looks a bit more healthy than Zombies. And yeah, for this reason, we're seeing him drain a bit faster than I am right now, I think. Yeah. Yeah, and Spain Mirror is like the go-to unit as Lancers. These missionaries could probably move them up a bit. And Zombies missionaries are probably a bit too forward. Like I could easily drag thick these skirms and snipe a missionary here. We see his Lancers froze for a bit there. He might have tried to attack move them. When you're dealing with huge masses of cav, it's best to just let them attack. Yeah. Like, if you have, like, 10 hussars on his skirms and it's no lag, attack move can be useful there. But if it's a huge masses of cav, just let them attack. Don't attack move them. I have Lancers and Natives mixing quite well here. Same with Zombie on the right side. But yeah, my skirm mass looks a lot healthier and a lot more well protected than Zombies. I think that's hurting him here. But it's still really close. So I've been showing his FP. I guess he's queuing Corvs to kill my mortars. I've been spamming the answers from this stable to keep on top of his Lancers on the right, and yeah, could probably move my missionaries up a bit here. And you'll see I'm producing war dogs. War dogs are pretty good. They synergize nicely with Lancers and can soak up a bit of damage. And they're an overpop unit, so there's no reason not to make them. Yeah. His scum ass looks a lot better now. Oh, he's not on he's not on coin. He has to be careful of that. You see the war dogs mixing in here. And I need to be careful. Look, like I have no front line on the right side. I should probably pull these skirms back, which I'm doing right now. Zombie has 4 mortars. I'm not FBing aggressively, so this is definitely not warranted. May as well look at this, right? There's a lot of war wagons. Wow. Although the good thing is he will be able to deny any FB I build here, try to build here, but he would get the same result with like 2 mortars. He's definitely making way too many mortars here. And I need more Lancers here. Skirm Lancer beats Skirm Rod, and that's why it's not good to be making more than 10 rods. Rods are just like a supplement to your Skirm Lancer composition. And Lancers should be the units that are soaking most of the damage. And if you're making like more than 10 rods, you're not making as many Lancers. Horse artillery can be good in Spain mirrors, but they have to be micro to skirms. If you're not microing your horse artillery, then most of the shots will go to Lancers, and the horse artillery will be useless. So you have to micro them to skirms for it to be useful. Yeah, and he's getting overwhelmed on the left side. He needs to pop Lancers. Is he out of something? He's out of food. That's pretty... Yeah, that kind of sucks. And then the 30 Mayans are coming in. I have them upgraded with 5 brothers. And it's like 30 extra units for me. Like, even though they're weak, like, I won't deny that they're weak units. They do almost no damage, although they have decent HP. They're basically glorified pikes, but they're an overpop unit, and 30 is a lot. Like 30 units is a lot, so I think they're worth it. And again, zombies letting his scrims be overrun is in. He has resources to make units. He doesn't have a stable up here, but he's making one now. Yeah, it's really hard. It's gonna be really hard for him to recover here. He needs to get like another 20 Lancers out. So he can get so that he can get a military that can compete with mine and try to get back into the game. My Lancers have been on his scums for like the past 3 minutes. Yeah, looks like it's over. Zombie can't keep full pop. And his teammate has a 300 point disadvantage, so he won't be able to feed for long. And there was a jump here that we didn't notice. But I did make an eco wall. And this is why eco walls are like important and maybe even necessary, because like if I didn't have the eco wall, he would be able to walk into my base and kill God knows how many vills. Zombie shouldn't even be fighting here since he can't keep full pop. Yeah. And because I had the eco wall, he can't just spam into my base. Like, why does he have his scrims up here if he's at literally 130 pop? Doesn't really make sense. He should just back off until he can keep full pop again. But it's pretty much over anyway. This game wasn't as close as I remember. It was like 10 minutes, and it was like a typical Spain mirror. 10 minutes in, and the victor was decided. And Spain mirrors, it's because it's like a Lancer spam. It's so weird, and it's kind of hard to determine why someone lost. I know I did a better job at protecting my scum mass than Zombie did, and the War Dogs and the Mayans probably helped a lot as well. Yeah, these are nice walls. So yeah, I suppose pretty much over here. So this is how typical Spain Mirror goes, like the victor's decided in like the first 6 minutes. And yeah. And helping here is pretty useless since Zombie already has his nats down. And since he already has a 400-point disadvantage against his opponents anyway. I mean, I guess it was kind of close when we were both at like 1,600 or something, and probably anyone could have won at that point. Yeah. Look how much damage like 3 Lancers are doing since he doesn't have natives. Like, look how much they're taking. It's pretty insane. Um, yeah, it's pretty over. Yeah, and it looked like my native spam was a bit better than zombies. And those were probably the reasons that he lost. And him not hit my skirm mass was like I usually kept up my skirm mass better than he did, and his native spam wasn't quite as good as mine. I should just end it here because the game is like over. This is a funny wall. Imagine if it had gone up. Since I don't have any embassies, well, I have a post on. Oh no, I don't. Yeah, it would have cut off all my natives. I would have had to siege that wall and go around this way, which it looks like I did because it looks like they did automatically. So yeah, Spain mirrors are basically about keeping max pop, keeping a mass of about 30 skirms, 5 to 10 rods, maybe 10 is even a bit high, and the rest lancers, and making sure the lancers are spread out so that they're not clumping together, and yeah. That's pretty much Spain mirrors. Not my favorite matchup. They can be fun every once in a while, I guess. Alright. That was acceptable, I guess.